Hi, my name is Terry. I'm going to share something very personal. I'm going to be as transparent as I can with you. When I was little, I was raised in a pretty horrible, shitty family. Um, and it was very toxic. So by the time I was 3 months old, my mom and my dad had gotten divorced. When I was 18 months old, that was the last time I had seen my dad and my older sister. My mom had remarried. And it was from that point on I was to know this stepfather as being my real father. Now, this man was very unhealthy, very unhappy. He had his own demons that he was fighting that I really didn't even know about. All I know is that this man hated me, and it seemed as if he lived each day to torment me emotionally, mentally, sometimes physically. Um, and this went on for a long time until I was about 10 years old. I was then told the truth that this man, who I believed was my father, who hated me, despised me, made me feel like I shouldn't be around, that I wasn't wanted, wasn't loved, wasn't cared for, was never going to get love. No one was ever going to want me. I found out when I was 10 that this man wasn't my father. And that was the biggest blessing and curse to me because I had been living a lie. And life had become really difficult from then on. I had to learn to find out who I was. And when you're surrounded by people who don't want you, which ended up bleeding into my schooling, and I was just kind of that odd child. And I had difficulty making friends. I was bullied, I was picked on. Um, just life was really bleak. I was depressed, I was sad, I was angry, I was rageful, I was suicidal. And when I was in fifth grade, we lived on a highway. I would just walked out in the middle of the street. I had had enough. I couldn't figure out why I was here. And I knew in my heart I was a good person, but I couldn't understand why nobody liked me. I couldn't understand what was wrong with me. There had to be something wrong with me. It seemed like everybody got the memo but me on how to live life, how to have fun, how to make friends, how to enjoy life. I had spent a lot of time playing in our local church, talking to God, Jesus, Mary, hearing them talk back to me, which nobody liked to talk about back then. Hearing things was meant that you were crazy. So add that to my list of things. I could hear things and see things that nobody else could. So I started learning in high school about mind over matter. If I could just control my mind, if I could just control my thoughts, I could change my world. And I tried and I tried and I tried. And I was just so tormented by my past, by the things that have happened, by the tapes that were playing in my head. Life was really hard. When I finally was 32, I got sick, really sick. I had been in flight or flight response my whole life, trying to protect myself, always being hyper vigilant, always being protective, this control freak. If I can control things, then I wouldn't get hurt. If I was a perfectionist, I'd be good enough. People would want me. People would like me. This went on, like I said, till I was 32. And then I was in bed for 3 years with total adrenal exhaustion. We didn't know what was wrong with me. People, even my husband at that time, thought that I was making it up, didn't believe that there was something really wrong with me because medicine and science hadn't gotten to a point yet where they understood about fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and adrenal exhaustion. These were all brand new terms. So I was one of those. I had seen every doctor and ended up having to go outside into holistic medicine to figure out that I had adrenal exhaustion. Finally got out of bed and had to change my life. I had to figure out how was I going to stay out of that bed. And I had to do it with this. I had to heal from here. I had to change things here. I had to change my life. I had to make friends with those demons. And it is from there on which I have created my business. Because for so long, people used to tell me, just don't think about it. Just get over it. And I'd be like, how? I would greatly love to. I would love to do that. And so I have developed steps. I've developed a program that has steps and tools that you can replicate in your own life to create change, manifest happiness, desires, passions for life, and for those things that you need in your world to make you happy, make you feel like you belong, to heal your heart, to heal those wounds. That's why I'm in the business of life coaching, spiritual coaching, energy healing, because these things work. They've worked for me. They've worked for a lot of my other clients. This is why I do what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I know what it's like to lay awake at night. I know what it's like to hate yourself. I know what it's like to feel like there is nothing good about me. I know what it's like to be on the opposite side, to have love, to feel good and whole, to experience peace, love, gratitude, to be able to laugh and enjoy life. And I want to be able to show you how to.